Live today, our weekly show where we showcase the best independent music from all around the world, and we do it live, all thanks to our wonderful sponsors, DistroKid. Let's get into it, shall we?
Your music, your music, your music live. Your music, your music, your music live.
Yes, it is Your Music Live for another week here on Studio Live today. How are you? I hope you're doing well. If it's your first time here, what goes on? Well, we play snippets of songs. We play 1 to 2 minutes of a bunch of your music, and we do it live. And we're all brought to you here by our sponsors, DistroKid. They're the ones who keep the lights on here at Studio Live today. Studios, if you want to release your music and you're an independent artist, you want to get it out to Spotify, to Apple Music, to Deezer, to Tidal, to Amazon, all the places, DistroKid got you hooked up. And if you use the link there or down in the description, they will save you 7% off your first year on any DistroKid plan. That's a bloody good deal, if I do say so myself. Let's jump in here to our first tune of the week, shall we? So you heard Kronksong in the opening there. He's the artist, Mark Lovell, aka Kronksong, who provides all the theme music that we use here on the show. And he's also provided the song this week. He says, "Hi Pete, this is my usual 2-minute mix done in GarageBand, but with visuals. I hope no one here suffers from arachnophobia. I caught this little chap on my security camera, a mixture of home movie and some pixels clips thrown in together in VN video. Hope you like it." That's from Kronksong. So let's jump in here and take a listen to this one. Kronksong with a tune called Your Call on Your Music Live.
Spin me a yarn, you try to impress, but I can see right through your fancy dress. It's not what you say, it's more what you do. And I'm a shallow man and I still like you. Just take things over, 'cause I'm not ready for the fall. Just take things over, 'cause I'm not ready. It's your call. In the town, you're painting it red, but I don't mind 'cause I'm easily led. It's not where you go, it's where you return. I still want you, it's a comfort to say. Just take things over, 'cause I'm not ready for the fall. Just take things over, 'cause I'm not ready. It's your call. Take things over, 'cause I'm not ready for the fall. Just take things over, it's your call.
Kronksong with Your Call on Your Music Live. How cronky was that? Cronk it up in a big, bad way. Thank you, everyone, for being here. G'day to all of the folks who are here live on the show. If you're not here live, then you should be. So if you join us, we're here every week. It's sort of Friday afternoon, Saturday morning. It depends where you are in the world. The easiest way to keep track of everything is to go over to studiolivetoday.com, join the mailing list, and you'll be informed and kept up to date with all of the cool stuff that goes on around here. Cool stuff and cool music and cool things going on around here, such as someone we haven't heard from for a while. And I've been sitting back going, there's a few artists we haven't seen QB the Penguin for a while, and we haven't seen this artist, but they're about to fix that because Emobot 9000 is about to jump on here into the show, and we're going to play a tune from Emobot 9000 called Midnight Release. And they say, I wanted to try making some lo-fi, and this is what I came up with. This is all also my first song I completely made in Logic Pro, which is an app that I will be diving into next month. So I'm keen to hear what Emobot 9000 has going on with this one. So let's jump on over and take a look and a listen at this one. Emobot 9000 with Midnight Release on Your Music Live. Very nice indeed. Everyone loving the smooth, mellow jam. Yeah, a very slick beat and very nice production. A little different from what we normally hear from the Emobot 9000 there, but nonetheless very, very cool, and cool to see stuff produced in GarageBand, in Logic, in whatever platform. We are what I call platform agnostic around here. We don't care what platform you use. As long as you're creating music, you can create it in, I was going to try and find some weird analogy, but you can just create your music on a 4-track tape machine for all I care, as long as it's a cool song. And we've heard that. Like, we play a band called State of Mind from like the 90s, and their stuff's clearly recorded like in an old school kind of way, and it still sounds great. Anyway, moving right along. By the way, if you want to check out any of the songs that we play, there are links down in the description where I put a link to all these songs. So I do all the hard work for you so that you don't have to. So let's jump in. Another artist we haven't heard from for a few weeks, and it's always cool to revisit some of these, is Ingo over at Black Covers, and he says, "Hey Pete, here's my tribute to Aussie land and a song that I love since decades. John Farnham, You're the Voice, sung by my Swedish buddy Mindsong. I hope you consider it for an upcoming YML. I sure am. For a good overview, just start at 1 minute 38. Thanks a lot. Cheers." And that's Ingo from Black Covers. So let's jump here to 138. Now, if you're not familiar with John Farnham, the great John Farnham, he's the first artist I ever saw live, and he's a bit of an Australian institution. So I'm very keen to see what Ingo has done here with this one. So Black Covers, You're the Voice, here on Your Music Live.
We know we all can stand together with the power to be powerful, believing we can make better. Down the barrel of a gun.
So very cool. I love the way they did that. That little break in there. The bridge in this song is cool. It has bagpipes in the original, and I love the layering of the guitar on there with the orchestral sounds. Really, really cool. Yeah, nice telly going on there. Everyone getting a bit drooly over the Telecaster, but yeah, great voice there. Great. I love the way that the Ingo gets different vocalists to sing on all the different songs. It's all very, very cool stuff. And once again, if you want to support Ingo, if you want to support everyone who is performing, everyone who you are hearing on this show, just jump down into the description, because you can grab all of the links to all of the songs that we play, including this next one. This is one that was sent to me a while ago, so we're going to do a little catching up here on today's show. And this one is from Nux, and they say, this is my third song written, arranged, etc. It's a completely new door, as I've been using GarageBand on my iPad for the past 3 years, and using this new door. Sounds mysterious. This is my second song that I wrote with help of the new MIDI keyboard or controller. Very, very cool. So let's jump in here. We'll grab the link and we'll throw it here. This is Nux, and it is called Downtown Station. And we're going to listen to it live on Your Music Live. Very cool track indeed. Yes, get your synth on there with a little Downtown Station. Love that album artwork too. Doesn't that just, it kind of just tells a story there, and it matches the music really well. So I love it when a plan comes together. And I love it when the music and the visuals match up nicely, as that one does. Let's jump on over. We're going to talk about our wonderful sponsors, DistroKid, in just a moment. But first, we're actually going to play a track here. And this is over on slaps.com, which is DistroKid's music sharing platform. So here's how it breaks down. If you want to share your music to Spotify and Apple Music and all the places online, you can use DistroKid. And for less than $20 per year, $19.99 per year, you can release an unlimited number of songs, EPs, and albums. And you can save 7% with the link up the top and down in the description. You can also share over on this platform for free. So if you're not quite ready to take the plunge and release with DistroKid, you can use their free platform called Slaps. And that's what this artist Adore has done. And they say, I hope that people enjoy this song and share it with others. I love what you're doing for independent artists, Pete. Thank you for your kindness. Well, thank you, my friend, for sharing your song. Because again, Your Music Live would be pretty boring if it was just my music live. It's all about you here on the show. So let's jump in and take a listen to this one from Adore. It is called Funk Heaven on Your Music Live.
Stay, stay, stay. here. You're the stranger here. You are out of sight, out of mind. Egocentric love, 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 love. Try to see Colin when you're in the valley of tears. Try to see all in vain. Is this real? Makes no sense. Get me up to here. Get me up.
That one was just super funky, wasn't it? Yeah. Toe Chapin. And a great jam there from Adore. And thank you for sharing it. Yeah, I dig the beat too, Kim Harden Hudson. Great job, by the way. If you want to find out about some of the artists that we play on this show, Jade Star interviews different artists almost every week or two. And Kim Harden Hudson was on Jade's show just yesterday. So jump over to Jade's channel and check that one out. I'm sure Jade can throw a link if she's already on the ball sharing the artists' links here. So I'm sure she can share one of her own links and share that link to the interview, and make sure after the show that you go and catch that interview. MTS Studios said, so I want to show you this song to you a long time now. It's a fan-made MSM, My Singing Monsters Island, about Japanese creatures called yokai. I even got some kind friends to help me make this project. I know I haven't been on My Music Live for a while, but I hope you like it, Pete. Well, I hope I like it too. It sounds interesting. It sounds intriguing. So let's jump in and take a bit of a listen, shall we? So this is MTS Studios with My Singing Monsters on Your Music Live. Very good stuff indeed there, MTS Studio. Thank you for sharing that one. I like the little, is that a sheep or a worm, or what's going on with that? I don't know what the dealio is there, but hey, it's cool stuff anyway. A bit of fun there from MTS Studio. Thank you for sharing. We'll spin one more tune and then we will chat a little bit more about DistroKid, because they are our wonderful sponsors here on the show. But let's jump into this one. This one is, they say it's Frank Zappa inspired. It's from our friend John George, and he says, instrumental made in GarageBand, partly inspired by Frank Zappa. Hopefully you enjoy. Remember, my songs usually end very differently to how they start, as they always change. Yeah, well, see, that's the thing. I know on Your Music Live it frustrates some folks because I only play 1 or 2 minutes of a track. But you know what? It whets your appetite, and then you can go back and listen to the full versions, because I linked them all down in the description to make it easy for you to go and check them out. So let's jump in and listen to this one, Chocolate Mushroom, from our friend John George here on Your Music Live. definitely some very funky weirdness going on there, but in a good way. Chocolate Mushroom there from our friend John George. I'm going to subscribe to John's channel. I'm going to do that right now. Go and check that one out again. Links all down in the description if you want to check out any of the songs that we play here on the show. And speaking of the show, we can only do this show because our wonderful sponsors DistroKid are the ones who keep us going and keep the lights on, and they can help you. They are huge supporters of independent music. If you're not aware of what DistroKid do, here's how it works. You jump on over here to distrokid.com, you sign up, and look at this. You can be like me, and you can release as many songs, EPs, and albums as you like. I've released a full-length album, 4 separate EPs, and more than 25 singles, including this one here, which is actually a cover song. And that's what I wanted to talk about today, is that even if you are not releasing your own music, if you're releasing cover songs, DistroKid can manage all of the royalty management for you. And that's a big thing. If you've ever tried to do a cover song and release it officially, you'll either do it and get yourself in serious trouble if you don't actually do it properly and give the artist, the original artist, the royalties, the composer royalties, or you can spend a lot of time running around trying to find the right person to talk to. But here's the thing, DistroKid do all that for you, and it's super affordable too, because it's only an extra $1 per month per song. So if you've got a single that you want to release and it's a cover song like this one, I teamed up with my wife and released this one, a cover of Addicted to Bass, which is an old Australian song by Josh Abrahams, and we released this one, and I've had it up there for the last 4 years. And again, it's only costing me $12 per year, and it means that the original artist gets their cut of it, and that I get it. Jade Starr did the same thing with a Ben Folds song recently, and they make it super simple to do this. So here's all of the information, and there you go. There's my cover song license. So I can click on this one. When you release it, there it is. We've got the cover song license. I can download that. So if anyone says, hey, you didn't do this correctly, I can say, yeah, I did. If you'd like to download your licenses, you can go ahead and do that, so that you can do it all legit and official. And of course, if you're uploading just your own music, no additional charge. It's only if it's a cover song that you have to pay the additional charge. And again, I will pay that, because for anyone who's ever tried to obtain artist permission to do anything, trying to get hold of them, it's not like you just call up and you go, oh, hey, The Weeknd, can I cover one of your tunes? Yeah, no, you have to go through a whole bunch of hoops. Whereas DistroKid, like they do with everything, makes it really easy for you to do. And we thank DistroKid for their support of Your Music Live. As Thomas Christ is throwing the link right there. Let's move on, shall we? Someone we've been playing a lot, not a lot, but we played every couple of weeks lately, and everyone seems to dig, is an artist by the name of Colin Stanton. And we're going to play another one of Colin's tunes here today. Title, Burning Gas. Sounds painful. I wrote this whole track in a day, intending to inspire and show my profound love for all the cool cats, even the fat, and the very fat ones. Love them. Love them and y'all. There it is. So I'm not sure if we're talking about fat cats like, the ones in Washington, or actual legitimate cats. I'm thinking we're probably talking cats. So the real ones, the four-legged kind that rub up against my leg and that I don't particularly like, but don't tell anyone. Let's jump in and listen to this one before I get myself in trouble with all the cat lovers of the world. Colin Stanton, Burning Gas on Your Music Live.
Gotta find a way, start my day. Gotta have a song, help me along. 'Cause it's been too long, we've been burning gas, getting fat. Like a fat old cat, time to shake a leg. How a better way to break away from smog-filled days. 'Cause it's been too long, we've been burning gas, getting fat. like a fine old cat.
I take it all back. Cats rule. That's a funky cat tune. That's got to be the funkiest tune about cats that I've ever heard. Colin Stanton, bringing the love. Yes, let's not body shame any of these cats. All cats are beautiful, right? And it's not that I don't like cats. In fact, I actually suffer from that problem that most people that are indifferent to cats have, which is that cats love me. Cats can't get enough of me, and I think it's because cats are a little bit more standoffish than dogs. Dogs are just like, who are you? A stranger about to rob my house? Sure, let's play. Whereas cats, like when they sense that you don't really want them to, that's when they purr and rub around your legs the most. Is that just me? Or, yeah, I think so. John David Luiz, how are you? I hope you're doing well. Hi, Pete. This song was written and recorded in Logic Pro. Bit of a theme today. A little Logic Pro love, using Apple loops entirely. It's about a man close to the edge, ready to throw it all away, and the love of a good woman providing him with the help and support to bring him back. Sounds like an epic adventure. We're going to jump in and listen to this one. Oh, no, we're not. We're already listening to it, apparently. This is John David Luiz with a tune called From the Edge here on Your Music Live. I'm wondering if I've played it before or if other folks have just jumped over and listened to John David Luiz. Yeah, I gather by the fact that a lot of people say they heard it. You folks know better than me. You know this show better than I do. Sometimes I play the same song twice. Usually accidentally. Okay, always accidentally. It's just how we roll around here. That sometimes I have a list here, and sometimes I fail to mark things off the list as I play them. But this time it is definitely marked off the list, and it is down in the description. So there you go. It's a cool enough tune that we're going to listen to it again. And some of you might not have caught that show, so there you go. As other folks have said, they've heard it on Facebook, and that's the other cool thing, is that I know a lot of you folks will follow each other on Facebook, on YouTube, on Slaps, on all the different platforms. So a lot of the times we play the song, and you're like, yeah, I know all about this tune. It's cool. And maybe that's the case with this one from our man John Dominic, who says, this is a chill acoustic song about wasting the day away with someone special. It was recorded in GarageBand, inspired by being in lockdown, and features vocal harmony by Mandy Walker Miller. Very cool. I love it when we have some collaboratory stuff going on, and this is one of those situations. So let's jump in and take a listen to this one. Just Breathe, John Dominic on Your Music Live.
taking my time. I've got no plans in mind. Sit with me for a while. The sun shines as bright as your smile. Just
Excellent tune there, right? Yeah, a sweet little acoustic ditty right up my alley. Definitely the sort of tune that I dig and that I like to listen to, and similar to what I like to create. So you get a bit of a nudge up in that case because I dig it in a big bad way. Very cool stuff. John, Dominic, hello to Ingo Black Covers, who I saw drop in here. I know we're an hour earlier. This is the weird time of the year where things kind of shimmy about because we go into daylight savings and the rest of the world doesn't, and then different places in the US and the UK and Canada. Why can't we all just get along? Why can't we all just do things at the same time? I don't know. So YML does go earlier, which I know is a good thing for our friends in the UK and Europe, because you can actually drop by and catch more of the show because it's not quite as late on your Friday night. But great stuff there from Dominic. I hope you are doing well, my friend. Let's move it right along here because we got so much more. We got so much more music to get to. Let's kick it up a notch here, shall we? We play all sorts of music here. We play, soft and mellow and cool stuff like John Dominic. We play some of the funky stuff. We play some beats. We play some all sorts. We play some hip hop. Have we played any hip hop for a while? No, maybe we've got some on the show today. And we also play some a little bit heavier stuff. And that's what we're going to do right here, right now, because this is a band that I know many of you have been digging in the last sort of couple of months. We've played a few tracks from their EP. It is, of course, Bloodshot and their album Speed Bumps, and this is a tune from that one. Trigger warning for anyone who doesn't like the imagery of things going into eyes. Look away for the next 2 minutes, but if you can handle it, let's you and I take a listen to this one. This is Bloodshot with Shakes on Your Music Live. if you weren't awake before, you are now. See, I should have opened with that one to wake myself up because I've only had like half a coffee today. And it's still quite early here in Australia. So, yeah, very, very cool. And, yeah, as Tom's saying here, if anyone from Bloodshot is watching, give us your real artist channel, because this one is the topic channel that we're playing here, the YouTube channel here. So, yeah, if you've got other videos, we'd love to see. This is what I always say about artists like this. So I'd love to see, like Bloodshot, how they record. I'd like to learn more about their songwriting, more about the band, all the rest of it. So you can go and check out all of their stuff. There you go. Jade Star has thrown the link there. And, yeah, we want more. You'd be surprised. I talked about this. I did a YouTube live stream where we talked about all things YouTube and content creation and video sharing. And I said, a lot of people just like, it's nothing. You hear nothing from them. It's just crickets until they just release a song and a single. And look, that's one way to go about it. But quite often, what I love is to actually see the behind the scenes process. Maybe it's just me because I'm into my recording and I'm into the gear and I'm into the way things go. But yeah, I would love to hear more from everyone. But yeah, very, very cool song. It reminded me of early Offspring, the Bloodshot. That Bloodshot tune, that if you were a fan of Offspring back in the early 90s, their album Ignition basically was just 11 songs of just raw energy, just like that. So good job, Bloodshot. Speaking of good jobs, do we have a bear emoji? There's a bear in there and a chair as well. Yes, we're going to play this tune. We're jumping over to Slaps. Remember, slaps.com. If you are on the fence, you're like, Pete, I want to support DistroKid. I want not support DistroKid. I want to use DistroKid. I want to support the channel. I'm going to go to your link and sign up to DistroKid, but I'm still not quite sure. Well, jump over to slaps.com. You can sign up for free. It's run by DistroKid, so you know it's quality, and they've got a bunch of cool ways to share your music, which is exactly what our friend Tremor Bear has done here. And he's got a track here called Devotion. We're all devoted to someone or something. This track is about that. So there you go. Yeah, get the creepy teddy bear emojis ready and get ready to be rocked by Tremor Bear with Devotion on Your Music Live. Get some bear in your chair and dance with the bear. Very cool stuff. Absolutely. Yeah, really, really good guitar work indeed. Bear rocks it on the old Gitbox, and that one is no exception. It's very awesome, as opposed to barely awesome, which is not. It's very awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Bear, for sharing. That's a very cool tune, and we don't hear enough from Bear. We want to hear more Tremor Bear. Hands up who wants more Tremor Bear right here. Put another bear emoji like our man Mark Bro here if you want to hear more from Bear in the future. I think so. We did hear from Chris. So Chris from Bloodshot says, Chris from Bloodshot here. Yes, I need to set all that up. We use TuneCore, and there are some processes to claim reclaim our YouTube artist page. We need to spend time to get all that going. Totally. We want to hear more from you, Chris, because you've got a bit of a cult following of the band here already, just on this channel, just on Your Music Live. So I know we are only small. We are only sort of a few hundred folks here, but yeah, everyone seems to dig Bloodshot in a big bad way. So we want to hear more and learn more about you. I want to see Bloodshot live. I could dream. I don't even know where in the world you are, but let's just say that hopefully one day I can leave this city, state, and country and actually go somewhere else and actually see some bands play live. Some of the bands that we play here on Your Music Live would be great to see live. Jack Pryback, hello to you. He says, this song, The Drain, includes a batch of dominant influences, things I was exposed to before I ever started playing music. Things like Joe Meek and Telstar, Midwestern 70s synth rock, Head East and Styx, and often brushed aside bizarre country music stuff like Floyd Tillman. Seems weird when I look at it written out, but it all makes sense in my musical Vitamix. Boom. Hands up who else has a musical Vitamix. Yeah, that's a great way to put it. Like that's how you create your songs and your music, isn't it? It's every influence you have, both musically and socially and culturally, and you put it all into a blender and you go, and what comes out is a frothy, delicious smoothie of awesome. That's what we hope anyway. That's the way we want it to go. Let's jump over and take a listen to this one. Jack Pryback with The Drain here on Your Music Live.
Not tell the tale of all he'd been. He traveled around the world and made it somewhat safely home again. I was proud to know him, proud to call him friend. He had a fall from grace, cast his fortune into the sea. When the shit went down, he made off with the golden key. What goes around comes around and back again eventually. I am just a fool, but I can't dance and I can't sing. I am just a fool, but I can't dance and I can't sing. How can a man have seen so much end up not knowing a goddamn thing?
Very cool indeed there. Jack Pryback here on Your Music Live with a very cool tune there called The Drain. And if you want to check out that and all of the other songs that we play here on today's show, jump straight down into the description. And while you're there, you can actually find this link here that Thomas has quite kindly popped here, which is the link to submit a song. So if you're sitting there going, hey, how do I get my song considered for a future Your Music Live show? Well, that's all you need to do. StudioLiveToday.com/YML. You having fun here today? We're only 45 minutes in. We still got more than an hour of awesome music to go. If you are digging the show, hitting the thumbs up button helps me out. Sharing is caring, as we say on the show here. Sharon is Karen and sharing is caring. And if you want to share, who should we share with today? Share with your sister. So if you've got a sister out there, send her a really weird cryptic message saying, hey, I'm watching Your Music Live right now with Pete Johns. You should join me. And she's going to go, we haven't spoken since Christmas time, but sure, that's a thing that I could do. But yeah, no, just share. If you share it with other people, it just means that there's more folks in the community. And we had folks chatting in there in the chat about doing some sort of community, like community festival of Your Music Live artists in the future. That would indeed be cool. We also learned that Chris said that Bloodshot are from Austin, Texas, which I should have known. I mean, everything cool comes from Austin, Texas. Yeah, that's what I've heard. I hear that mostly from Texans, but yeah, I hear that Austin, Texas is a pretty groovy place to be. And yeah, hopefully one day you get over to Australia and I will be there, front row centre. Speaking of folks who I hope to meet in the flesh one day, the great Russ 8889. And yet, if you've been here before, You know the emoji. He is part of a band. This is the band here. I meant to wear this T-shirt today, but I forgot to get changed. I was running so late. The Delicate Giants is the name of the band. Russ 8889 and his cousin creating some amazing music, and we're going to play a tune. He says, Russ says the following: "Good day to you, Peach. Here is a Delicate Giants track this week. I put special attention into the panning the train on the track sound here. This track is from the album Earthworks, and I hope you enjoy it." Well, I'm sure I will enjoy it, and I'm sure others will enjoy it too. So let's jump over to the YouTube, shall we, and take a listen to this one. This is the Delicate Giants in motion on Your Music Live.
यात्री कृपया ध्यान दें गाड़ी क्रमांक 12808 सुपरफास्ट जनता एक्सप्रेस थोड़ी ही देर में प्लेटफॉर्म क्रमांक 3 पर आ रही है।
Absolutely great stuff once again there from the one, the only Russ 8889. Very, very cool stuff indeed. Yeah, the layering. We don't talk, I mean, on this show, when we originally started, we probably talked a little bit more about the music, and now let's be honest, it's just an excuse to get along and listen to some awesome music and just have fun. But yeah, we still do talk occasionally about some of the things that people do, because I think it's important to stop and think about it. And when you listen to that track from Russ, the stereo landscape, the balance in the left and the right is amazing. It's really well done. So that's something that if you're grappling with that, if your songs are sounding too up the middle, too mono, layering up your sounds and giving yourself some width is something that can really help you out. So go listen to that one on repeat for about 4 hours, and then you'll come away knowing a whole lot more about panning and the way to get your songs sounding maybe not as good as Russ and Gary and the Delicate Giants, but yeah, somewhere near it. Yeah, we can hope to improve. Let's grab another tune, and you know what? Someone mentioned the Saigon Slick and Boston Bard. Have we played this one before, this cover? I can't remember. I don't recall. We're going to play it anyway because Ron Ward has 2 shows that he does each week. He does his show Garage Band Indie Live, GBU Indie Live, and then he does his Indie Live show as well. So on Wednesday night and Friday nights, which is Wednesday morning and Friday mornings for many folks in parts of the world. He has his weekly show, and you can check it out over at Indie Live. Just search Ron Ward. You'll find him. And he has a band with Brian Bigler called Saigon Slick and the Boston Bard. And he's done a cover of a Beatles tune. So we go from Russ to Beatles. Yeah, I know. It was too tempting. I had to do it. So let's jump in and take a listen to Saigon Slick and the Boston Bard. Ron Ward from GBU Live, and it's come together here on Your Music Live. Yeah, very, very cool stuff. They do indeed rule. Ron is the man. We did hear it last week, and I just wanted to do it to troll Russ more than anything else. But my favourite Beatles track cover, totally. And did you hear the news? Did you see that the Get Back, the new documentary coming to Disney Plus, where they found footage from the vault from 50 years ago of the Beatles, and they've cleaned it up, and it looks magnificent. Like, I was showing my wife yesterday the preview of the show, and she's like, this is impossible. This can't be. It can't be that they've had all this footage and it looks so good, and it's from like 1969, and no one's ever looked at it. It's been in the vault for all that time. Well, apparently it's true. And just looking at the preview, it was like, it made me just go, I want to watch this, and I want to watch it now. So if you haven't checked that one out, go check out the preview. It's very cool. The Beatles Get Back. You will be blown away if you didn't already see it. And yeah, you can catch all of the other Ron and Brian goodness over there at their YouTube channel. We are coming up on the halfway mark, and if you're new to the show, you may not know this, but at the halfway mark, we do something we call the toilet break, and we've got ourselves a very special toilet break coming up on today's show. So you don't want to go anywhere. Don't nobody go nowhere. Having fun? Hit the thumbs up. That helps us out, and we're going to play another song here in just a little time. This is from Andy Dion, and Andy Dion featuring Daniel Horsley. He says, I wrote this song on my acoustic. Video footage is biking around my neighborhood. Very cool. I recruited the great Daniel Horsley to play some southern rock, Allman Brothers style, and he delivered. Song starts at 20 seconds. Cool. We'll flick forward to 20 seconds, and we'll jump over here. Let's listen to us a little bit. The one, the only Andy Dion here on Your Music Live.
To express in words everything you mean to me. Whenever I fall down, you're there to pick me up. You dust me off, you help me stay the right way. I wanna thank you and send this song your way. So I ain't never gonna let you go. Ash of the moon and tides, I'm gonna be by your side. Oh baby, love you so I ain't never gonna let you go. You never cease to amaze me, full of empathy.
If you're not tapping your toe to that tune, I don't know what to tell you. There's no way that you can listen to that and not want to just, tap along, click along, clap along. Very, very cool stuff. Yes, excellent work, and I love it when a plan comes together, and I love it when musicians come together and play together, and the result is something super cool like that from a man, Andy Dion. Good stuff. Someone else who produces good stuff is Drag Gurus, and we've played some Drag Gurus here on the show before. They always get a good ovation from the Your Music Live crowd, and I'm sure this next tune will be no exception. Let's jump in and take a listen to this one. It is called Eclectic Guitars from Drag Gurus. An interesting name for a song. Let's give it a spin, shall we? Hear Drag Gurus, Eclectic Guitars on Your Music Live. Eclectic is the right word for it, yeah. That's a very cool and very eclectic mix going on right there with some cool guitars, lots of ear candy indeed, lots of sweetness to stick in your ear holes. Or a nicer way to put it would be nice soundscapes. Dave Fox has jumped on in. We got folks coming, we got folks going. I know it's the way we roll around here at Your Music Live, but don't forget, if you miss out on some of the show, you can jump back and check out the rest of the show because it never goes nowhere. That's bad English. It doesn't go anywhere because YouTube keep it forever. Speaking of keeping things forever, I'm going to keep my DistroKid account pretty much forever because they are the wonderful sponsors of Your Music Live. They help us create music and get it out there to the world because they make it simple to distribute your music, and for $19.99 per year you can release an unlimited number of songs, EPs and albums. Just follow the link up there or down in the description, and while you're in the description you can submit your song. It doesn't have to be released with DistroKid, obviously I recommend them, but if you've got something on SoundCloud or slaps.com or on YouTube or pretty much anywhere, we'll play it. They're the preferred places. And speaking of, we're about to jump over to SoundCloud, which means, see if anyone knows what it means. What am I hoping comes up here when we come over to SoundCloud? Some sort of ad, some sort of feline ad perhaps? No, we have no ad. But we do have High Chairs. Very cool name for an artist here. High Chairs. This is from their Slow Eye Pilot EP, and they say, after 24 years writing songs for fun, High Chairs finally decided to get some songs written and recorded during lockdown. The two members sent tracks back and forth and adding to the songs as they went, using GarageBand for the whole process. Sounds cool. Let's see if the end result is also cool. I got a funny feeling it's going to be. High Chairs, Breathing Space on Your Music Live.
Busy making plans.
How good is that? Right? Worth the wait. I know we're in catch-up mode here because a lot of these tunes were submitted like 4, 5, 6 weeks ago, and we're just getting ourselves caught up here because we had Songtember, we had a bunch of other stuff going on. But yeah, how good was that? Yeah, the warmth of the vocals in there, just beautifully done. Great stuff. Super chill tune. High Chairs, and I love it. Memorable name, people. Memorable name. High Chairs. You're going to be thinking, High Chairs. Yeah, I remember that band. Yeah, I heard them on Your Music Live. High Chairs. Very cool stuff. Speaking of cool stuff, well, not cool stuff, but speaking of the toilet break, which we weren't, it's time for that. Bad segue, Pete. Bad. And speaking of this particular gentleman here, Andy Goldsby of the Indigo Sunsets is someone who many of you know and love, let's be honest, because Indigo Sunsets create some great tunes. But don't think that Andy Goldsby doesn't also produce him some pretty awesome tunes himself. And he's actually teamed up with someone else who you may know from this community on his latest song. Do we tell you who it is, or do I let you guess? I know many of you will know who this is, but no, let's let you guess this one, and we'll come back afterwards because the featured artist on this one is someone who we've played on this show before, who has done some wonderful songs in their own right. Ooh, mystery! Now you got to hang around. So we're going to jump over here to slaps.com. Here he is, Andy Goldsby, over here on Slaps, and I'm going to take a little quick leave of absence while I let you take a listen to this tune. This is Andy Goldsby and Mystery Tune with Mystery Artist on Your Music Live.
Got me wondering if I've been here before, to see myself in the waves over that shore. Time to time you settle back to a place of emotion, still and calm, while you sit on Harry's bench. Think of all of the memories from afar. When you walk down Papero Way, take some time to soak in the day and let the sailing ships just pass you by. 7:30 and the fire is back. Look west and follow the track that leads you back to what you left behind. It gets you wondering if you've been here before, strolling slowly by the Seashell wall. Time you settle back to a place of emotion, still and calm, while you sit on Harry's bench and think of all of the memories from afar. Time to time you take a moment so you find space to breathe and wonder how. Knock away the doubts that always haunt you. Why has it taken up till now? When you walk down Popero Way.
So good. that I even had to leave a bit of a guitar solo in there. And if you want to listen to that again and again and again, I highly recommend you get yourself over to slaps.com. Link in the description. Oh, wait, no, it's not yet. I better put it there. And yeah, I think the mystery was solved here in the chat live. That was, of course, the one, the only Auntie G featuring on that track from Andy Goldsby. If we jump on over here, we can reveal the secret. There it is. It is called Seashell Wall, and it is Andy Goldsby featuring Auntie G. And very, very cool. I think I saw someone ask in the chat, the big question that is everyone's asking is, does Stu know that you're cheating on him with another collaborator? Because, you know what? I don't know. I don't know if Stu will be too happy about that. He's a very angry young man, Stu Cash. Very cool stuff. Thank you for sharing, and thank you everybody for being here today. We still got ourselves another hour of cool independent music to play right here on the show. So do stick around. If you're having fun, please give the big thumbs up. Oh, Andy says keep it between us. Okay, sorry. I think we might have let the cat out of the bag. We'll keep it between us and anyone else who watches this publicly available video on YouTube, which surely that's not going to be many people. Very, very cool stuff. Let's jump into our next tune, and we're going to grab this one, which is... Oh, I had it, and then I didn't have it. Yeah, let's wake you up with some Zeeland. Zeeland Band. Yes, it's Michael, aka Zeeland Band. And Michael has a track over on Slap. So let's keep slapping it again, shall we? And this one, Michael says, Blast from the Past. A little synth goes a long way. Made in GB with love and mastered in Lurson. So let's give this one a spin here. Michael, aka Zeeland Band with Blast from the Past on Your Music Live. Very cool stuff indeed there from Michael, aka Zeeland Band. And if you want to check out how the rest of it goes, jump on over and check it out on slaps.com. If you're not familiar with slaps.com, it is a super awesome platform and it's a great way to share your music. And the cool thing is, a lot of this community already hear these songs because they jump over to Slaps. I bet if we come down here, we'll see some recognizable names. Let's see who's commented on Michael's track here. Well, there you go. Michael's got a whole bunch of other fans in here because I don't recognize these names. But there you go. I'm going to add a comment here. This is the cool thing about this. We can add a comment. It'll say what time I've commented at, and that's what pops up on there. So I'll say, Michael, this goes awesome, dude. There you go. So yeah, you can see all the different comments that come in there. You can reply to comments. And the cool thing about Slaps is you can release your own music here, but you have to have a comment to track ratio of at least 5 or more. So you can't just be like spamming with all your songs and not contribute to the community. You have to be involved, which is pretty cool, I believe. Hello to Joe Glenn. Hello to anyone else who's dropped on in. For anyone who didn't realize the time change, yeah, it's a daylight saving time here in Australia. So we are an hour earlier. And the good or bad news, depending how you want to look at it, is we're going to go another hour earlier in a few weeks, depending where you are in the world, when you go out of daylight saving, because I just keep doing this at 6:30 a.m. my time. So I'm sorry, you have to work around me. I apologize for that, but it's the way it rolls. It's the way the cookie crumbles, as they say. Let's grab this next tune. It's from Stuart Rose. We're going to jump back over to YouTube now and check out this tune. It says, "This was my first attempt at recording in GarageBand. The song was written a long time ago, but just didn't have the means to record it until I purchased an iPad. This is for all the people that have had loss in their lives. The guitar solo was recorded with a classic vibe Telecaster." There you go. I know we've got plenty of Tele fans in the house here. Vocal mic is the Audio Technica AT2010. A great audio mic. So we'll jump over here and take a listen to this one, shall we? This is Wake Up Alone by Stuart Rose, and we're going to listen to it live here on Your Music Live.
Sleepy eyes, the papers hit the door, and through these dreamless eyes you raise your head once more. But in this darkened room, a house is not a home. All these feelings come when you wake up alone. Your coffee's not yet done, and in this silent world, your thoughts are all alone. Your bath is running, the misted fogs to clone. All these feelings come when you wake up alone.
Very nice stuff there. Some smooth goodness there from Stuart Rose here on Your Music Live. Love that telly sound, love the vocals, love the smoothness and the way it just ticks along there. So good stuff there. Thank you to Stuart Rose for sharing. Remember what we say around here, sharing is caring. And if it wasn't for you folks, this would be a very boring show. It would be my music live and that would get very old very quickly. But the reason that this show is cool is that we have all sorts of different people sharing all sorts of different music, and that is the cool thing, including this one. Now, this is, I don't even recall this one. We're going back in time here. DJ Carty says, hello, Pete. Here's a track I made back in July. There isn't really much behind it, but it's my favorite track I made. This one's also on my EP called Serenity. Cool. Serenity now. Serenity now. So let's jump over to the SoundCloud. Oh, no. Here's the problem. Sometimes I'm a bit behind on playing songs, and by the time I go to play them, this happens. So DJ Carty, if you're out there, wherever you are, please resubmit, and we'll put you back on the list for a future show. In the meantime, we'll jump over and play this one from Alondra Park, who say, maybe it on my iPad Air 2, PV Viper VIP audio interface, USB adapter bypass trick, and my Ibanez 6300 FM. I really dig that early 90s punk sound sound like Taking Back Sunday, but also modern stuff like Knuckle Puck. I hope everyone enjoys. Well, that sounds like a potpourri. What were we saying before? A Vitamix of goodness. So let's jump over here. We're going to go to Bandcamp, somewhere we don't go very often, but it's a cool place to hang. Bandcamp, and we're going to play this one from Alondra Park, and it's called Roundabout on Your Music Live. Right. How good's that? How good are those drums? I agree. Heap of energy in there and some head bopping, hard rocking, cool stuff there from the album Roundabout from Alondra Park. Very, very cool stuff. And thank you for sharing. Don't stop the sharing, because the sharing is the caring. Yeah, Dinosaur Jr. vibe. I agree. It's got that old, I think they mentioned it, that old 90s sort of punk rock, alt rock kind of vibe, but with a bit of a more modern twist to it. I dig it. It reminds me of bands here. There were bands like Ammonia and Tumbleweed that were kind of a little bit shoegaze, but a little bit harder than shoegaze sort of back in the day, 90s rock here in Australia. So very good. Yeah, the drummer is unhinged. What time signature? I don't know. It's like a 10-4 time signature. Emobot 9000. We played a tune of yours this week. You did miss it. It was like the second or third tune in. So do jump back and check that one out, because it was a cool vibe. It was like a bit of a laid back vibe, and it was great. So thank you all for sharing such great music, by the way. I know I say it every week, and I'm getting boring. Like cliche now that I say every week, oh my goodness, I can't believe the quality of music that you folks share. But genuinely, I find it difficult to believe the consistent quality of music that you folks share here. It is my favorite music to listen to now. Like I sat down last night getting ready for the show, and I'm just rocking out to all of these tunes, like just for fun. And I'm like, I get to do this for a job, and DistroKid support us and sponsor the show. I'm like, come on, am I living a dream at sometimes? Sometimes it feels that way, but it's very cool, and I do thank you all for being here. Let's grab our next song. This is from Justin Smith, who says, I just wrote my first solo production in one night, kind of a party song. That sounds fascinating. Let's jump over here. It is Semper Fi Leo and a tune called Crowd Control. Let's take a listen, shall we, on Your Music Live. That's cool, right? How can you not move out of your seat? Well, or in your seat. Yeah, that was what we're doing there. We're raised the roof. It feels like getting the glow sticks out and wearing some like pink fluoro shorts or something. Can you see it's been a while since I've known what's cool? Because to me, cool is glow sticks and pink fluoro shorts. And no, don't try and visualize that. Think about a puppy. Or in a field of corn, and then there's a scarecrow. But the scarecrow really comes to life because he's actually been possessed by the soul of a cat that the dog used to bite. Let's get on with the show, shall we? We've got a whole lot more music to get to, including this one. This is from Spikey Bubbles. We're going to jump over to YouTube to check this one out. And Spikey Bubbles say, this spooky song was created with GarageBand Touch instruments. I made some samples for it too. Oh, this looks scary. It's called Out in the Darkness. And, nearly Halloween, so it's relevant. So we'll play this one, shall we? Out in the Darkness, Spikey Radio on Your Music Live. Play that out the front of my house on Halloween. Just have this going. Get off my lawn, children. Bad things happen when you don't get off my lawn, children. Oh, yeah, definitely Halloween-y. Definitely Halloween-worthy, I agree. And it could be this theme for a spooky TV show. My spooky sounded more like Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Dooby-Doo! Spooky! Oh, man. Did I mention I'm in a bit of a weird mood today? I'm in a bit of a weird mood today. Yeah, that was very, very cool. I dig it. I'm going to go and listen to the full thing myself. Does Australia do Halloween? We do now, because whatever is American is now Australian. So, we do Halloween now. Back in my day, when I was a wee kid, we didn't do Halloween. It wasn't a thing. We just saw it on American TV and movies. But you know what? The kids all got together and they said, hang on, this Halloween cape is a bit of a cool thing. We get to walk around the streets and people give us free chocolate. Okay, we're now a Halloween country. And that's how it happened. Let's play this next tune, shall we? This one is from Enzi. We're going to go with that. Enzi says, created in GarageBand, Final Touch, Power Director, there are always some kind of situations where people cannot avoid non-wanted affairs with others. This song is about high self-esteem and being unable to forgive other people. Sounds interesting. Sounds intriguing. So let's jump over and take a listen to this one, shall we? This is Enzi and Versatility Man here on Your Music Live.
2, 3, 4. Let's go. To show you that I'm really good, because I know those words were really, really rude. I just wanted to know a certain fact, that how many good things replace the bad. I tried to do so much more, but nothing was really good. I ran out of ideas in such a bad mood. I wanted to say excuse me, but selfishly refused me. So you like me, hey there, you hate me, I don't care. Because I got a life and the things to do. I don't really have any time for you. Really, take care, cause I won't be there. You will see my chapter on affair, how it could be fair.
That is so cool. Yeah, right? Very, very cool stuff. Great video, great visuals, and even better sounds there. I love a bit of that jazzy fusion with the brass and the just kicks along, doesn't it? Whew, yeah, was that Santana on guitar, right? The guitars, the horns, the voice, just everything about that was cool. This is what I love. As I say the same thing every week as well. I love the usual suspects. I love the folks that have submitted multiple tracks that are fan favorites here. But then I also really dig it when someone comes in from left field we've never heard before, and you get something super cool like that and unique. That's what grabs you. That's unique. You're not hearing that on the radio. That's not your pop music thing. That's too funky for pop. Hello to Beggars Can't Be Pickers, who says, guess whose album is out? Well, you know what? To celebrate your album coming out, let's play a tune of yours, because you've submitted a couple here. We played one maybe 2-3 weeks ago, and I'll play another one here. What you say about this one? Just playing around. All right, well, let's play around, and let's play your tune where you're just playing around. This one's called Dreaming in a Melting Pot. Sounds very, very cool. So we'll give this one a tune, and I'll have to check out your album. Send me an email with a link to your album, Beggars Can't Be Pickers, because I'd love to check it out. Always love to hear, it's already playing. Always love to hear new music. Let's jump into this one, Dreaming in a Melting Pot, Beggars Can't Be Pickers on Your Music Live.
Yeah, I woke up from a bad dream, looking for you and I saw my love. Yeah, I woke up from a good dream, we walked down the aisle, down the aisle. Yeah, I woke up from a bad dream, we walked down the aisle.
Right? How cool is it? I dig it, and I love that loop, that garage band loop, that doop ba doop ba doop ba doop ba doop ba doop ba doop. Yeah, and I agree. It sounds good, and I like the surprising change as well. I love it when you're just listening to something and then you're turning left, and then it just goes whoop. Nope, we're going right. Whoop, no, we're going back the other direction. Very, very cool indeed. Jenny's just noticed Duncan, the drinking bird. We need to name Duncan. He's officially called a Duncan the drinking bird, if you want to buy your own. I've always wanted one, and I just went, nah, stuff it, I'm going to buy one. Went up to eBay, it was like $15, and now I have my very own Duncan. But he needs his own name, so maybe we need a Duncan naming contest here. Maybe Duncan is Sharon or Karen. Maybe. Is there a hybrid name that's half Sharon, half Karen? I don't know. Anyway, very good stuff. Nicely done, and congratulations on the album release. We're going to play another tune here, but don't forget that this show is brought to you by our good friends at DistroKid, and if you're releasing music and you're an independent artist for less than $20 a year, DistroKid can hook you up, get your songs released to Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, all the places. And there's a link there and down in the description. You're going to save yourself 7% off your first year on any DistroKid plan. Shkaron, maybe it's Shkaron. That's going to be really hard to say. Shkaron or Duncan. Duncan, as in Dunkin' Donuts. I like it. I like it. Keep the ideas coming while we play another tune here. And this is from Kell Ray. They're playing some Dead South on my YouTube here, which is good. It knows me well. It's like, after that tune, you want to hear some Dead South. Well, no, I want to hear some Kell Ray. Kell Ray says, this is a dubstep-ish song by independent Australian artist Kell Ray. She is a hard-working mum chasing her dream. That is cool. Thanks for giving us a chance to be on the show. No, thank you for sharing, because that's cool. This is Kell Ray, and this is a track called Orbit, and we're going to give it a spin. Love me some Australian music. Australian music on Your Music Live. Kell Ray with Orbit.
Lift off and the clock has started.
We're taking off to the unknown, where we'll land, no one knows. We're taking off to the unknown, where we'll land, no one knows, no one knows, knows. In orbit, we'll fly to a place where no one tells us what to do. In orbit, we'll fly to a place where no one tells us what to do. In orbit, in orbit, in orbit, in orbit, in orbit, in orbit.
One small step for man, one giant.
Very cool indeed. Sits nicely, doesn't it, in the mix? The vocals in there with the beat and with the instrumentation. Very nice full stereo sound space. Love the use of the samples in there as well. Yeah, really well produced. Agree. Radio ready and lots of energy going in there. There you go. Another first timer here on Your Music Live. Kell Ray. Someone that I will be checking out. There we go. I'm subscribing to her topic channel, and I need to find out more about Kell Ray online. This is a problem when you've only got a topic channel. Look, she's releasing on DistroKid too. So there you go. That's a cool thing. There you go. If you can see here, provided to YouTube by DistroKid. So yeah, that means we love Kell Ray even more because she's released using DistroKid. But the problem with the topic channel is, like, there's no links to like the socials. I don't know where to go onto Facebook or Instagram or wherever else to follow along and see more about Kell Ray. But I'm sure we can do some searching and find some more. But great stuff. Yeah, we've had a bit of the techno-y, dancey kind of vibe on the show today. Some days we have, very keyboard-centric shows. Some days it seems to be more of a mix of guitars. Today we've had a little bit more electronic, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. Let's see if that continues, shall we, with our next one. I don't think it will, because we've got Nihama Panka, and he says, hey Pete, how you doing? I made this over a long course of time. It begins with some light jazz, and then goes into arpeggio progression, and then finally jumping into some cinematic end. Hope you'll love it. Cheers. Well, there you go. It's over 5 minutes, so we're not going to be able to play the whole thing. So we may only hear like one stage of this, but don't fret. You can jump down in the description. I already put all the links down there for you, so you can actually go and listen to all these songs on the replay and for yourself. So let's take a listen to this one, Nihama Panka with Ascension on Your Music Live. Very cool stuff there from Nihama Panka. Does anyone else want to hear what happens here? I kind of do. Let's just have a quick listen for another 10, 20 seconds here and see what it does down the end here. Kick it on home, Naha. Yeah. Digging it. Love it a lot. I'm going to have to go check that one out over on the SoundCloud. Very, very cool stuff. Yeah, the transitions in that one. When someone creates a very cool piece like that, I'm not going to be self-deprecating here, but a lot of the stuff I create is 3 and 4 chord rocks progressions, and that's kind of my jam, and that's what I enjoy, and there's nothing wrong with that. But when you have something like that is just really cool and really well put together and really just vivid and vibrant and all other V words, very, very cool stuff indeed. Good work. Thank you, my friend, for sharing, because sharing is caring. Right, let's grab our next one. This is from Pitchmaster, who says, of what you do, dream, sweet fifth. Oh, we're doing more instrumental stuff. Cool. With this song, it just grew from an autoplay on the grand piano to encompass many layers playing with that same melody at once. This indicates expansion in the case of knowing, as the title suggests. I recommend you play from 6 minutes 55 because it's my favorite section. The epic finale beginning at 14 minutes. My goodness. I'm being blown away by folks who are just creating this amazing epic music, and I'm just like, I'll write a rock song. But yeah, let's come over here and check it out. Duncan Stanley. Yeah, we've got more suggestions. We're naming my Duncan drinking bird here. So I liked what was it? Slam Duncan. I reckon Slam Duncan's up there. We could just call him Slam for short. So let's come over here and take a listen to this one. So this is from Pitchmaster, and where did they say to play it from? 6 minutes 55, and this is Of What Do You Dream here on Your Music Live. Very cool stuff there from our friend Pitchmaster. There's some talent out there, that's for true. Lots of talented folks sharing talented stuff. Let's jump into another talented artist sharing talented stuff, and that is over here on the SoundCloud. It is Piano Tone, and they've got a track here called Walk With You. They say, Walk With You is my first original song written on piano. I used to play bass in bands a long time ago, but only started piano a couple years ago. It's inspired by the active vacations that have become such a huge part of my and my wife's lives, and breaking my ankle on one of those vacations, hiking the West Highland Way, is when I started learning piano while I was recovering. See, silver lining on things. When you break your ankle, you learn piano. And I know a lot of people do that with music. Music, during the lockdowns that people have had, a lot of people have gotten into music and learnt instruments and done cool things. Sometimes when you get sick or you hurt yourself and you can't do other things, playing music. It's the ultimate cool thing to do when you don't know what to do. If you don't know what to do, play music. So let's take a listen to this one. Piano Tone, Walk With You on Your Music Live. Very cool stuff there from Piano Tone. Walk with you. If you're just learning the piano, imagine when you get good. Sheebish. That was awesome. Great stuff. Well done. Thank you for sharing. Speaking of sharing, who should we share this video with? You can do me a couple of favors. If you're enjoying yourself, if you're having fun, if you love Duncan, or what are we going to call him? Slam Duncan? Or we could call him Donuts. In the Cockney rhyming slang, he's like Duncan Donuts. Like you always have to kind of remove it. So maybe his name's Donuts. Donuts the Duncan? I don't know. But yeah, really good stuff. Nice use of the vocoder in that track. Well done. Good work. Let's play. I love it when people just give me really interesting, intriguing little intros here. Your sentence or two that you put in the form, by the way, if you want to submit a song for a future show, form down in the description there. But when someone says this, they say it's Ted the Rapper, and he says it's a Dutch song, but the lyrics are kind of dumb, so you don't really need them to understand the song. Okay. Dutch rap. See, what other shows on the internet do you get to hear some piano-based ballads? You get to hear some face-melting stuff from Bloodshot. You get to hear some cool singer-songwriter gear from Andy and Auntie G, and then some Dutch rap. I challenge you to find another show that has all those things in one place. So let's jump over and listen to this one, shall we? This is from Ted the Rapper, and it is called Rebel on Your Music Live.
Mijn naam is Ted, maar dat weet je niet vast wel. Iemand zegt je rap is leuk, ik zeg dankjewel. Vind je iets niet gaaf, trek dan aan de bel. Ik luister niet naar regels, ik voel me een rebel. Ik voel me een rebel. Ik ben aan het rappen en ik doe het op mijn gemak. Ik ga naar de camping, ik ga slapen in een slaapzak. Je mag daar niet staan, want dat is een zitvlak. Insecten vind ik vies, vooral de kakkerlak.
I love the idea that someone completely trolling me in this. Hairy legs, right? I like it. It's funky. It's cool. But because I can't understand the language, someone that speaks Dutch is going to be like, yeah, Pete, that song was about like eating spider feces. And I'm just like, oh no, I didn't know. I'm sorry. I apologize. Yeah, so it's Dutch. Didn't know I was a fan of Dutch rap until now, right? I'm the same. Who knew? Who knew it was cool? Oh, it wants to play some Bill Withers to me, some Ain't No Sunshine. Man. Yeah, YouTube likes me. It knows what I want to hear. Very cool stuff. Let's grab another tune here, shall we? And we just saw Jenny there in the chat, so why don't we grab this one from Ron and Jenny at Wolfstone Studio. We're going to jump on over to Slaps, and while I do this, you can put that creepy wolf emoji that looks more like a horse in the chat if you so desire. As we bring up this one from Wolfstone Studio over here on the other screen. This is some fresh stuff. And they say, hi Pete, this is our latest song recorded on GarageBand iOS. We used a piano loop that sounded just right for a chill R&B song, and everything else just came together. The vocals were challenging since this is out of my comfort zone, but Jenny did a good job of mixing. The song is called Like the Night Before. So let's come and take a listen to this one. Like the Night Before, Wolfstone Studio on Your Music Live.
Tonight feels right. I'm not dreaming to what I'm seeing, the sight of heaven tonight, like the night before.
Yeah, the epic sounds of Wolfstone Studios here on Makeout FM. K Smooch. Very cool stuff. I love it. Yeah, definitely a song for the boudoir, right? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Okay, I'll stop talking now. You're like, Johns, just talk about the music, man. We don't want to think about that, please. Very, very cool stuff. This is FAF, Fire as... good stuff indeed. Well done. Yeah, it's got that, yeah, girl kind of vibe to it, doesn't it? Totally. I dig it. Good stuff there. Wolfstone Studio. I want to know, Wolfstone Studio, are you putting out an album? Are you releasing stuff? I know you're doing a lot of music and you're sharing stuff on the slaps and in other places, but I'd love a Wolfstone album. I think that would be super cool. Very nicely done. Yes, applause go around. Makeout FM. Yeah, wouldn't it be weird if there was just a channel? It's just like, yeah, welcome back to Makeout FM. I don't have the FM voice though. I need to be about an octave lower. I've got this. This is my voice. This is my regular talking voice. So I'm not gonna be on the. I'm sorry. I've just looked at the title of the next track and got distracted. Peter Honig is one of my latest patrons over at studiolivetoday.com/Patreon. If you're not already a patron, you can jump on over there and join for as little as $1 a month. You can be supportive of me and of this channel, just like our sponsors DistroKid are supportive of this channel. But Peter has signed up and is a patron, and this track is called "Excuse to Use the Splash Cymbal Sound." And he says, this song was written, recorded, arranged, and mixed in one day. 100% of it is MIDI instruments in GarageBand. Jade Star mastered the song for me. Very cool. The lead sound was a clav that put guitar wah on. I was trying to get a talkbox sound. Backstory behind the name. I asked my dad to name the song, and he said, I don't know, what does the song mean to you? And I said it meant an excuse to use the new splash cymbal sound. I downloaded, and the name was born. I love it. Very cool stuff. So we'll bring it back to the start. So let's listen to this one. Peter Honig and an excuse to use his new splash cymbal on Your Music Live. Flash it up. I know everyone's a comedian, isn't it? Such powerful symbolism. But you need a drum, you need a rim shot for that one. Yeah, never enough splash. Get some more splash. A dash of splash, perhaps a dash. Alrighty, what do we got? We got 10 minutes to go, and we've got some cool things coming up here. So we're going to play this tune. We've got a big finale. We've got a great song to finish off here, and I say it's a great song despite having never heard it, because it's from one of my favorite artists, and whenever they have something new, I don't listen to it. I see all the hype, but I don't listen to it. I save it up so I can listen live with you folks here on the show, and today is no exception. So there you go. That's a tease, we call it in the biz. Orchestra Eclipse says, hi Peter, did a cover of Mountains from Interstellar. Very tense and hectic paced piece. Please play from 50 seconds. All right, let's cue this sucker up to the 50-second mark. All right, I think we're good at 50 seconds. And let's give this one a spin, shall we? This is Mountains, an orchestral cover by Orchestral Eclipse. Oh, it's like the speed up. It's making me feel like all anxious. That's a good thing though, and it is hard for anyone who's tried to create a song with a moving tempo. So it's hard to have two different tempos in a song. It's even harder to have that building up stuff. So good stuff there. Well done. Yeah, nice tempo change. That really does add to it and really worked well in that one. Good stuff indeed. Right, we've got time for maybe 2 or 3 more tunes here on the show. Have you had fun? I hope so. You might have noticed I've been doing a few things. I'm playing around with just adding to my stories and promoting the show as we go, and telling folks over on my social media accounts what they're missing out on, because they should be here with us right now. But if you are having fun, if you've had fun on today's show, please hit the thumbs up button. It's down there below the video. Please share it as well. Share it with your mum, your cousin, your nephew, your uncle, your auntie, and your dog groomer, because all those people should be able to enjoy the cool independent music, like this one from Never Tell, who says, first single from our upcoming album. Everything was recorded by ourselves, including the video, hoping people feel better and know it's never the end of the world, no matter how bad it is. Right? I hear ya. So this is a funky little song and a cool little video. It is Never Tell, and it's called End of the World, here on Your Music Live. How good is that? Yes, Never Tell with their new single there. They always bring the heat. They always do a great job. Yeah, professional production, awesome video. Yeah, really, really clever stuff. And I know people are booing me right now because you're like, Pete, we want to hear the end. We want to see the end of the video. Well, don't fret. Don't worry. You just need to drop down into the description, because every single song we've played on this show, all like 40 plus songs that you've heard in the last 2 hours, are all down there in the description, ready for your listening ear hole pleasure. That sounded creepier than I meant it to. Alrighty, we are going to finish on time-ish today, because we are going to call it there. I know, we've had fun. We've had a time, but it is time to go. But not before we play our ultimate song. I wanted that to be the penultimate, and then I want this to be the ultimate song, because it's our man Glenn Clark. Can we get some horns, some fire, some kiwi birds? I don't think we have a kiwi bird emoji. But Glenn Clark from across the ditch in New Zealand, he says, "Hi Pete and the YML family. Here's a new song from me after what seems like forever. It's about looking after your mental health by having a form of escape to get away from everyday life now and then. Fully recorded, mixed and mastered in GarageBand. Video footage courtesy of Pexels and compiled in iMovie. Have an awesome weekend. And I do wish you all an awesome weekend. Hopefully this kicked off your weekend the right way. And we're going to send you off here with some brand new Glenn Clark, which is the only way I could think to finish the show today. So let's take a listen and a look at this one. This is Glenn Clark with She Flies on Your Music Live.
Spending her nights writing poetry. She's getting high on the imagery, painting the place where she'd wanna be. She's wishing it all of the time. She flies, getting away from herself. She flies, taking it easy. She flies, getting away from herself. She flies, taking it easy. Made an escape from her sanity, even for just a while. She knows it won't change her reality, but it's given her some respite. She flies, getting away from herself. She flies, taking it easy. She flies, getting away from herself. She flies, taking it easy.
One and only Glenn Clark there, taking us out in style here on Your Music Live. I hope you all had a great time here today. I really enjoy this. Thank you. Huge shout out to our sponsors, DistroKid. We simply couldn't do it. And DistroKid have been on board for over a year now. Can you believe it? They've been sponsoring Your Music Live for more than 50 shows, over a year's worth of support. So to me, that just, hits you down in the cockles, doesn't it? That a company like DistroKid care enough about independent music to want to sponsor and support a show like this. So huge shout out to DistroKid. If you haven't released your music online yet and you're not using DistroKid, we need to have words, because it's so simple, it's so easy, and it means your music is out there everywhere, just like a lot of the artists that we've heard here today, including the awesome Glenn Clark, who we're hearing right now. Thank you everyone for being here. We have the happy hour tomorrow. We got GarageBand Weekly, big live show next week about the Apple announcement. We got some new Macs coming, is the word on the street. So plenty more. Thomas Christ is up next. So please join me and Thomas and a lot of the crew here for Thomas Christ. And until next time, I'll see ya real soon on Your Music Live. Take care everyone. Bye for now.
Even for just a while.